Good morning, students. Today we will learn about several documents which are being prepared by a promoter. And you know that promoter is a person, or it may be a company or group of company or group of financial institutions or individual institutions. So a promoter may be any one of these types of entities or person, and for registering, or we can say incorporation, he has to prepare several documents, and these documents must be prepared carefully. So actually the promoters are professionals, so their dealing is regular with these type of documents, so generally any problem does not arises. So let's see what are the main documents which a promoter has to be prepared for incorporation. The number one is Memorandum of Association, or in short we can say MOA. The Memorandum of Association is the charter of the company, means it is the main document of the company. All the documents except memorandum are subsidiary to it. So it is compulsory for every company to prepare a memorandum of association. Now see why it is important or what are its contents. The memorandum of association contains several clauses like name clause, in which the name of the company is written, and the objective clause, for which purpose the company has been formed, the capital clause, details of capital structure, and there are several clauses. So it has main contents, so it is compulsory, and the memorandum of association is subsidiary to the Companies Act. And the next document, that is the article of association, it is subsidiary to the memorandum of association. Means if we rank them, their position is like this. The Companies Act is at number 1, the memorandum of association is at number 2, and articles of association is at number 3. So what does it means? Why we are giving them ranks? Because the company is being registered under the Companies Act 2013 or any previous act, first of all. So the Companies Act is the senior most. Means if anything written in the memorandum of association or articles of association which is not written in the Companies Act, it will be invalid. But if anything is written in the Companies Act and which is not mentioned in memorandum of association or articles of association, then we have to follow those instructions. It will be assumed that if it is written in Companies Act, it is compulsory for the company to follow them. That's why Companies Act is at number 1. Now the memorandum of association, it is at number 2. Why? Because it is subordinate to the Companies Act, but it is superior to the articles of association. Here again it means that if anything is written in memorandum of association, then articles of association must have to follow it, or in reverse we can say, if anything is written in article of association which is not written in memorandum of association, then it will be invalid. So the supremacy of memorandum of association over article of association is justified. So that's why we are giving them rank. The Companies Act is at number 1. Everyone has to follow the rules written in the Companies Act. Then Memorandum of Association is subordinate to the Companies Act but senior to the Articles of Association. And Articles of Association has to follow both the Companies Act and Memorandum of Association. Now comes to the next point, that is Articles of Association. The Articles of Association is a written booklet type and in which all the rules regarding the internal management of company are written. How internally a company can be managed, like how to appoint directors. No, it is generally in the memorandum, like method of handling the routine works and the common problems of the employees, how we can solve them, and only those things will come in the Articles of Association which is internal to the organization, whatever happens within the organization. Whereas the Memorandum of Association link us with the outside world, the shareholder, the government, company, investors, researchers. So this is the basic difference between memorandum and articles. The Memorandum of Association link us with the outside world, while the Articles of Association is within our organization. So it is rules, or we can say rules for internal management, and it is also not compulsory. Memorandum of Association is compulsory, but Articles of Association is not compulsory. If we don't want to make our Articles of Association, we can choose table F, which is a ready-made set of Articles of Association. It is similar to that. Suppose you are going to eat something in restaurant and you order food of your own choice, or either you can choose food of your own choice, or you can tell them that what is their mixed thali or complete package which they can offer us. So similar to that, either we can create our own Articles of Association or we can take the table F. If we create our own Articles of Association, it will take time and efforts also. But if we take the ready-made set of rules, that is table F, it is very easy. So it is optional for every company. Now next point is consent of proposed directors. Proposed directors are those directors which give us a written consent, a written letter in which they write that yes, I am ready to become the director of this particular company and agree to purchase the qualification shares of this company. So that is the written consent, and I have told you in the previous lecture that qualification shares are those shares which is compulsory for becoming a director of the company. He has to purchase it, otherwise he will not be eligible for the director's post. Next is, if there is any agreement, then the promoter will prepare all the agreements before the incorporation which has been made by him, and at last the statutory declaration. He will give a legal declaration. Statutory here means legal declaration to the registrar of company that all the formalities regarding the registration of company has been complied, and it is for your view just to see, and if the registrar is satisfied, then our incorporation may be complete. Before that, we have to pay the fee also in this point. So it is a nominal fee for registering a company. And if you have anything which is important and I left, you can ask me. And that's all for today. Thank you, students.